feel rotten today. I've got, that day
Yeah,
before.
where have you been today? Like, where
Yeah,
are you?
I'm home. I'm homesick.
Oh, really?
You
Oh, sorry
know
to
that,
hear that.
the day before you get sick, and you feel the throat and everything come
Yeah, it's
today,
terrible.
and I
Oh, Justin. Hey there, man.
Hey guys, how we doing?
and good to see you.
Good to see you guys too.
Yeah. Um. So yeah, I'm just a
So,
little under the weather. So I got my big tea with me. I'm gonna try to power.
yeah, I see. Well, hope you will get better soon. And maybe we'll go snowboarding this weekend.
Wow, that'd be awesome. Um, well, like my next slide is literally welcome Cataline, so I might wait
Yeah, yeah.
to get back. Else it's, oh, Cataline, welcome back. But how is everybody? How's any highlights over the last few weeks or so, other than printer madness? Oh my goodness. Well,
Yeah, it looks like the operations side was in full force the last little while. Hey,
yeah, that was probably our most challenging period of time that we've ever had over the
yeah,
last few weeks. I guess I'm just going to start off with a giant round of applause for everybody for going through this, but especially Aaron, who went through how many orders did you fulfill in a 48-hour span?
I don't know, like 112 or something like that. When they sent me, when I came home, I don't think I posted a picture to the Slack. I meant to. There was two giant boxes on the porch. Both printers came the same day. My quote unquote repaired printer and the loaner printer. And I was about to call you, Tracy, and be like, meet me halfway and get one of these printers. If you lived closer, but then mine ended up not working very well anyway, so I used the loaner for all the orders, but it was very tempting. We were looking at the map trying to figure out how far we were from you. So
But thank you, Aaron. That was heroic in that time span. And big thank you, Tracy, to you as well for holding up the fort with a lot of frustrated customers. Not as many though as I expected, but
yeah, and
overall,
she had all the files in there for me. She was helping me create the digital. So all I had to do was go in and print. So I was like, I can't stop to create cards. I have to just print and stuff envelopes. I was on like a mission.
and because of the Christmas deadline, right?
Yeah, and
It's
it
such a
was
time
right.
crunch.
Yeah, once we got it, and I realized like feasibly we could fulfill all these and get them out in time for Christmas. There was no way to just not do it. If it was past that, it wouldn't have been such a big rush. But I thought if we can at least get them out before Christmas, all these people that have been waiting 2 weeks, it was just important to try and get that done.
Well, we're not fully out of the woods yet. We still have Tracy just staring at a broken printer.
Yep.
We still have some problems to solve, that's for sure. But the major crisis has been averted. So thank you all for that. And it was awesome to see you guys working so well together to just hammer out those orders and keep moving. So yeah, we have a divorce from Mark at some point coming, and just waiting to hear back from the guy so I can make a decision there. But
So we haven't heard back about anything.
not a peep, not a peep.
Do I need to go Jersey on him?
I'm gonna do a gentleman's call in the next
Okay,
day, and I
that's
will.
no fun.
No, but I will see if I need backup.
Okay.
Jersey backup.
Tracy, if his gentleman call doesn't work, call me. We're
Okay.
gonna take a road trip with our two broken printers. Show up at his door.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, he's not that far from you. So yeah, we still have some stuff to figure out with that, and card sizing. There's some issues that we've got to address, but I really wanted to focus today on just doing one final meeting of the year and wrapping up the year, talking a little bit about 2024, introducing Cataline, and just making sure we're on the same page. This is the time of year where I'm really starting to dive into strategy of what we're going to be doing and focused on. So I just wanted to be as transparent as possible with that and let you know what's going on. So unfortunately, she's having connection issues, but we will meet Cataline, and a little bit of background on why Cataline is joining us. As I've mentioned in previous calls, 3 people that have helped us with marketing to this point. I think I have them on another slide. Colton, Addie, and Emery, they have been really great at getting us to this point and really just essentially helping me not do all the marketing myself, which I did at the beginning. And they've been taking care of social media and advertising and content creation. But I think there's just so much room for improvement. So Cataline has just such a skill set in social media, in content creation, in video marketing, a lot of things that can make our company, our brand and products really come to life and really pop and grow our community. So super excited to have her on board. We need to give her a lot of guidance, a lot of help as a team. I'm going to ask her to meet with all of you to just get your perspectives, because it's going to help guide her create things that are going to really gel with her target market. So I am very appreciative of the help that we've had, but it's a new year and there's going to be some new direction going on this year with some fresh ideas, fresh blood, fresh perspective. And I think that's healthy for us to have. So if she does join us, we'll give her a big round of applause at that point. But if you haven't checked out her Instagram yet, please do so. It's celiac in Italy. So she's got the celiac angle, which is another reason why I'd like her to talk to all of you about food allergy angle. But for where we're going, I do think there's a lot bigger upside in having more content in the future with celiac in mind. We've been pretty allergy centric, and there's just such a huge pond that we really haven't tapped yet with celiac. So it'll be interesting to see where we go with that. So hopefully she'll join in. We'll introduce her to the team at that point. So I'll just keep marching on, and then we can backtrack to introductions. So here's what I'd love to do while coughing and sipping tea tonight. A little bit of what's new, what just happened in this last year, and then 2024, talking about where I see it going at this point, projects. I'm going to make some predictions and projections, and then talk about some of the opportunities, because essentially we've lost 3 people and added 1, which means there's going to be some other roles to fill. And that's what I'd really like to focus a lot of this call tonight, is at least outlining what those opportunities are and finding ways for all of you to get more involved if you want to get more involved in other things, because I know there's a lot of talent, a lot of skills, and a lot of opportunities coming up. So what's new? Aaron and I got to meet, finally. Of all places in the world, we got to meet on Miami Beach, which was just fantastic. So it was a long time coming. We had a great weekend. Just awesome team building, but also we got a lot done, a lot of walking meetings, that is for sure. I had blisters on my feet at the end of our meetings. But Aaron, what was it like in Miami for you?
It was nice and warm.
Right.
Yeah, it was great. It was great to finally meet in person. The vibe in Miami was super cool. Probably my first business meeting on the walk in the beach. So that was an exciting. Yeah, it was great. And we did get a lot done. We talked a lot. We talked through a lot of things. So we had a lot of fun, but I feel like we talked through a lot of things as well.
Yeah, I had a list.
He did have a list. He comes with his laptop, his notebook. He's like pulling things out, and I'm like, just me. All right, let's do this.
So you were on the beach with the laptop.
No, this was before we went to the beach. We were
Okay,
sitting at the
okay.
at the bar, the hotel bar, and he was like going through his list, and then we moved to the beach. I don't think you didn't have your laptop then, but you still had your list on your phone. You kept pulling out like, what's the next thing? What's the next thing? We saw a wedding on the beach.
Yeah, that was really
crazy.
Cool. Yeah, no, it was a great weekend. So if I'm going around the horn of who I need to see next, it's definitely Tracy. It's been too long. It's been too long. So I don't know where or when, but I know I'm seeing Lisa again in June, which is exciting. We're gonna do our free from show in London, which will be great. Anatoly, I see too much. It's just that's why I'm home today. I'm joking. And Justin, yeah, I want to see you in concert.
Yeah, it'll be a good one. Be a good
I,
time.
I would love to do it too, by the way.
Well, you
Just
got,
let me know when you will be touring, Europe.
we're doing Download Fest in the UK in June, so you should try and come to that. And then Lisa
It's
can come too,
harder.
and we'll have a nice little party.
It's harder. I need a visa for the UK, but we will see.
There you go.
Yeah, I want to sell T-shirts for you at one gig at least. I owe you a T-shirt merch night. So yeah, what else is going on here? Oh, Cataline's coming back. Yeah, so new inserts. Hopefully you got those, and hopefully you're already getting into envelopes. I know they are because I see social media content from our customers on packaging, and I see those little packing lists, which is really cool. Payments getting a little bit smoother with the new system. Thank you all for your patience. I forgot to pay Lisa once, and that was all on me. And thank you for checking up because I just didn't send an email on. So I'm still getting my routine set with this new procedure, but we're getting there. One of Aaron's ideas that we talked about in Miami was we meet more. And I love the idea. I think we get a lot accomplished during these meetings. So probably every 2 months versus every, what was it, 3 or 4 months before. So I think every month is a little bit much, but every 2 months we can have more team, more collaboration. And in the future, today's going to be a little bit more updatey, but I'd like to have it more collaboration where we have some more set brainstorming of things that we're trying to solve. And what else is new? We've kind of talked about it, printers, and an ongoing thought in my mind of now not only just having backup printer, but backup to backup printers. So some bigger discussions there of how we make sure the last couple of weeks never happen again, because it was a real tough time. And this last point, yeah, we must fulfill our promise. People are expecting high quality product. That's usually not a problem. But they're also expecting the shipping to come because, as we know, our customers are pretty last minute and they expect it to arrive the day before they jump on a plane. So I wish it wasn't that way, but this is the reality of our business, is that we have some pretty last minute people. Luckily, we have a lot of last minute products that are digital too. So that's kind of what's new. I'm going to backtrack a couple steps. And Cataline, now that you're here, we have a grand introduction.
Hi guys, sorry, I'm calling from a hotel and it was just my luck that the Wi-Fi dropped the second I got on the call. So I have moved to the lobby and we're gonna cross our fingers that everything works now.
Well, hey, that's a nice backdrop you got there. Very Christmassy.
It's pretty cute.
That's awesome. So welcome officially to the Equal Eats team. Super excited
Thank
to have you. So excited. I was just saying to have new perspectives. Your perspective of not only celiac disease but living as an American in Italy, I think is just a really relatable and empowering place to be overall. People want to be you in our community, that's for sure. I want to be you. But super excited to have you on board. So welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate the introduction. I'm hoping I can get to know the rest of you better as we start to work together, but I'm excited to start making some content. And I've been a really big fan of Equal Eats from the beginning. So now to be on the inside is really exciting.
It's where all the magic happens. So maybe we just go around the horn and introduce yourself, maybe your relation to the Free From community, and what you're doing over the holidays. Any exciting plans? Aaron, do you want to start off?
Sure. Hi, I'm Erin. I live in the United States, Baltimore, Maryland, and been with Kyle for a couple years. My 2 kids have food allergies. My youngest son was diagnosed at 2 with a peanut allergy, and then my daughter developed a dairy allergy at 16. So we deal with those. So that's how I'm in the community. And just going to have a pretty chill holiday. The kids are all coming into town, so we'll probably just have a lot of time together, but we don't have any big plans to go do anything.
Nice. You deserve some time to relax. No printer time. Lisa, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Lisa. I'm in the UK. I've been with Kyle 2 years in January. I have a son who has food allergies. He's 15. He's had them from birth pretty much. And then I have a daughter who has celiac disease as well. She's been, I think, 3 years now this Christmas. And my son also has EOE and asthma and lots of other things. So yeah, we've got, and yeah, I think that's, oh, Christmas, just a quiet one like Erin, just the family.
Tracy?
So I am in North Carolina, and I originally began working with the food allergy company because my son, who's now going to be 22, had several severe food allergies. He's an adult now, off doing his own thing. So when I hooked up with Kyle again, I thought it was a perfect little new beginning, but still in the food allergy world. So that keeps me very excited and driven. Christmas is going to be a little bit low key, couple visitors, but it's going to be mainly just food and hanging out and just being comfy.
Nice. Low key Christmas so far. Anatoly, do you have a high key Christmas coming up?
High key Christmas. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no plans, to be honest.
All right.
I don't know what I will be doing. I have plans for the New Year. I'm going to Switzerland.
Oh, cool.
But before that, just no idea. I would just love go snowboarding at some point. That's all. Yeah, by the way, so I'm Anatoly. For the past 6 years, I've been living in Slovenia. I'm a software engineer. EcoEats I joined last year. It's been a year, by the way, right?
In a year.
I and Kyle met sometime before that, like a couple of years ago, maybe. I don't remember for sure.
2 years.
Yeah, and then he was looking for someone to work on the EcoEats app, and I offered my expertise, let's say,
Magic.
and started working on the app. Yeah, that's me.
Awesome. Justin, finish it off, the anchor.
Cool. Hey guys. Well, I mean, most of us have met, but Cataline, my name is Justin. The only thing that I'm free from is cilantro, and that's just by choice. But Kyle and I met in school. We took the same master's program. He graduated a year before I did. And from the outset, I was just really captivated by the vision and the mission. I think this is doing a really good thing. And I think there's even the business side of it there's a lot of promise. So came on earlier this year to kind of help with marketing strategy and sort of offload as much as I could from Kyle's plate. So I, for one, am very stoked to meet you. I have lots of ideas, and I think we can take this in a really good direction. So I think we'll be working closely together. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. And we haven't really talked much about next steps. Cataline's officially starting in January, so but would love all of you to have some time with her. Cataline, I was saying to them, but while you're out, just to have one-on-ones with everybody to get everyone's perspectives from the food allergy world, food allergy parents, and then Justin, yeah, to actually have some sit downs with him to do some strategy, and myself. So we'll be in touch about all the next steps. We're just happy you're here. Just so happy you're here. So I was just saying, we've had some amazing marketing help up to now, and it's time for a new day. It's time to refresh, renew, and revitalize our brand and get back to the vision, the mission, and really try to galvanize our community around it. So I'm really excited because I'm all about marketing. It is my jam, and just excited for what's next for this year to change things up a bit. But super appreciative of the road we've gone down. So that was what was new. Oh my goodness. What's new here? What's this all about? Any guesses? Special edition cards. Pure gold. No, I wish. But all of you are going to start receiving these little trinkets here. And they are little mountain card holders. And for me, I love the symbolism of mountains. I love mountains. I love hiking. But I also think in terms of what we're doing at Equal Eats, it is a journey. And there's peaks And as we just went through the last few weeks, there are valleys, there are low points and high points. And I don't know what the end line is. I don't know what the finish line is here for Equal Eats, but I do know that it has been a really enjoyable process, a great ride so far. So as we move forward, you're going to get one of these little holders in the coming weeks, and you're all going to start to get your own cards every year that you work with Equal Eats. Starting with Tracy, she is celebrating her 1-year anniversary of working with us. So big round of applause to Tracy. Congratulations. You get the bronze card. And it gives you lots of access to, it's a key to the city of Florence, I guess. I wish.
That's great. It's funny because I saw those pop up on Canva. I'm like, what is he doing?
Right. I know, I couldn't hide it. I thought of that immediately. I have no secrets on Canva. You get to see all my love letters on there. But congratulations, Tracy. 1 year, amazing what you've accomplished in 1 year, from just jumping into, I don't know, 100 projects last fall, to operating a professional industrial printer, to becoming a customer service master who talks the tone, the speak of our company just perfectly. And I know that for a fact because I see it every single day when we have customers like David that we dealt with today, who is just an asshole. And Tracy bit her tongue the whole way through until I was like, that's it. I kicked him out as a customer. Here's all your money back and good luck with Google Translate.
Yeah.
But I said it very nicely.
Yeah. It's so funny. I saw that and I'm like, then let him fucking go to Google Translate and buy a piece of shit word. But I did not type that. I gave it to you instead.
Yeah. So no, you're the master of biting tongue. I will give you that. So congratulations, Tracy. Anatoly, you get your bronze card too. Congratulations. It's a full year now of working together, and it is. I gave a full speech when the app launched in May. We had our launch party, and I'll say some of the words I said then. Working with Anatoly is a pure dream. He is not only just an easygoing, awesome guy to work with, but honestly, if I had an electrical problem in my house, I feel like I could call him, and he would have no experience with electrical grids, but he would solve it. He's got that mind and he's got that work ethic to figure it out. And our app is successful and beautiful and appreciated. All of these things because of him and his just diligence to doing things the right way. So Anatoly, it's been awesome this whole last year working with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Kyle. It's been a pleasure.
Awesome. So unfortunately, we have like this blackout zone of Slovenia where we can't really get cards to us easily, but I'm going to get this to you somehow. We will print it. Next up, Lisa. It's a little early, but 2 years. The silver card. The silver card goes to you, and I can't believe it's been 2 years already. But this is truly one of those things that was meant to be. We had our UK printer with somebody else first, and I realized very quickly this is not meant to be with this other person. And Lisa jumped in, put her hand up and said, I'm willing to help and be a part of this. And it's just been such a fit. She's an incredible worker. As I found out in the last few months, especially, one of the keenest eyes, an eagle eye, that's for sure. It spots every error, every detail. And I appreciate that because sometimes I run a mile a minute and I miss it. So very appreciative, Lisa, of all of your help for jumping on board. And in this 2 years, we've gone from having competitors only in the UK, with no other competitors really anywhere else, to us being the dominant player of this category in the UK. We're the leader, and that's because of you. So thank you for all of your help and amazing work.
Thank you. I've loved it. So I'm very pleased to be part of everything and excited to see what happens next.
It's a journey. And of course, Aaron, 3 years, the gold card. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's really crazy to think about.
So I've told you the story before, but the fact that I put out a Facebook post, just like anybody want to help be a part of something that might be something or it might be a complete disaster. And Aaron was all in, and from the very beginning of selling post-it notes, and whatever 100 product changes that I would make in a week, Aaron was just okay. I guess this is all part of it. So we did a lot of trial and error, and she was so patient, and she's been so amazing, and she is literally the rock foundation of this business, as we just saw in the last week with coming through 120 orders in a 48-hour span. That's insane. So thank you, Aaron, for all of your support and for being with us for 3 whole years, and I hope it's many, many, many more to come.
Yes, thank you. It's been great.
And this is a picture of Aaron the last couple of weeks.
You got a picture of my house. How did you do that? I knew there was a camera in this office somewhere.
I was having fun with some AI art, but this is how I think of you in the last few weeks.
That's how I felt. So yeah.
And a very special limited edition card goes to Tracy, who is now the president of the Evolus fan club. Totally.
We're going to hear about Tracy on the news.
Yeah.
Is it the printer maker or
Yeah.
The
someone?
old
Yeah.
printer. Oh,
Okay.
We're
I intend to ship mine back with the same film and ribbon that they supposedly replaced.
Oh boy, that's for another call, another rant. But we're dealing with printer issues, Cataline, and we're getting over it slowly but surely. But it's been trying on all of us. Cool. All right, so I'm gonna jump through the recap now of this last year, pretty high level. If you want any other data, stats, happy to provide it to you. I just really want to give a glimpse of what on earth we just went through. So wow, what a year! What a year! We're going to be pushing up to $300,000 in sales, which is almost double what we did last year, which is just fantastic. That is a lot of people that we have helped, and I'm starting to feel it a lot more with the amount of user-generated content that's out there. People opening up their Equal Eats packages, our brand just being synonymous with allergies and traveling. The more I hear those two topics, we're usually in the conversation. So it's all starting to pay off. The snowball effect is happening, which is really exciting. I have a star here just because the gap is starting to get a little bit smaller between last year and this year. So this is something I'm paying attention to. And if anything, it really lights my fire of, okay, what do we need to do more to keep growing? And especially looking at average order value, raising things like this, because we have a lot of customers, a ton of customers, and there's a lot that we can do with that. So some of our challenges for next year and opportunities. For overall sales, Shopify, our website, is our main bread and butter. With Etsy and Amazon, Amazon's made some great growth this year. So there's some great opportunity to grow that next year, looking at doing some advertising on Amazon. Our mailing list is pretty strong at 15,000 right now and 7,000 on Instagram. And we'll see where that goes. I was telling Cataline last week, it's really not quantity for me with social media, it's quality. Just great content, great community growing, because our main marketing tool is word of mouth. It is number one. People hear about the product, the category, or the brand from somewhere, and it's usually from somebody else. Sales by social, this is one of the areas I think we have a ton of room to grow. Out of $300,000, Facebook just brought in a very, very tiny small amount. So really excited to talk through strategy of how do we not only build a community, but is there ways or things that we're overlooking right now of how we can actually help people more connect to our products on social. The wow here is that we've helped almost 15,000 people this year. That like coming from a town where it's like I just started doing the multiplication. That's like almost the size of my town. This is amazing. So I think the sky is the limit in terms of the number of people that we help. And then when we start looking at growing our average order value, we have some really great projections ahead of us. So things are moving in a really great direction, really great, exciting growth. On the bigger picture, I always track this. As we know, we're a pretty seasonal business. And Cataline, you're gonna feel that pretty soon. The rush of the spring happening at Ecoleads. Right now, it's the end of off season, and it's been really nice to just slow it down a bit and focus on some other projects. But things will pop right back up. I'm revising some of my predictions a little bit, but overall, we're in for growth. It's coming. The app has had a fantastic start. iOS was launched in May. We have 3,700 people with it downloaded on their phone right now, with great proceeds of over 10,000. So really happy with this. One of the big goals for next year is to grow the app in new and exciting ways. That's going to help people. So Android off to a good start, but overall, in a day and age where apps come and go and literally flop overnight, I'm just so excited that this has the staying power and the traction and the product market fit on the base level. And that is a testament to Anatoly and his development and design. So amazing job to have it do this well in such a short time. Okay, so that was 2023. 2024 predictions, the crystal ball. Let's see. I'm going to call this the year of the team. If I had to give it a theme, I do think that this is the year that we come together more and more on different projects, on different goals and objectives. Folks, we have something special here. So this is part of why the trio that we've had for marketing, they've been fantastic. But the work that they've been doing, I think we can be doing. I think as I've worked more and more with all of you, I get to see all of your skills, and it's more than just what you're doing. That is for sure. And I would love to give you that opportunity to grow and develop and gain more skills and fulfill more roles, so you can at least try new things and not do the same thing. This is the goal. And with that, no one becomes an expert overnight. So I would love for the team to come together and to tag team on projects, to work in a trio or have different committees, let's say. So this is going to be a theme that I'd really love to push this year, is us working together, because I find the more that we do it, the better the results every time. So we're going to have the translation projects almost done. I have 10 more languages to do. I'm so excited to be done this beast. There's going to be some new products this year. What they will be, we will see. We will see. I'm going to use the group model to try to get through that. I'll talk about that later. The year of a customer loyalty program. This is something I would love to implement, to get our 15,000 customers to not only come back before busy season, but also tell all of their friends and get rewarded for it. I think there's just a huge model there for us with this quantity of people. We're going to grow more community this year with social. Our ads are going to expand to more than just Google AdWords. We're going to be on some more social platforms advertising, as well as Amazon. I think there's huge potential for us with Amazon ads. And this is the year, I think 2023 was the year of just get things done and grow. I think 2024 is going to be the year of dreaming big, where we get really back dialed into our mission and the vision of how do we make dining out safer for everybody with a dietary restriction, and solving the whole problem. So I think the app is going to be a big part of that, and developing it with really exciting new features is going to be a huge part of our growth plan and creating that giant, bigger community. So those are broad strokes, but overall it is the team. That is my mantra of the year. Here's what we're looking like as of today. So we've swapped some people in and out. Cataline's under the social media umbrella with community building. The only other thing that's changed here, I've given Justin a title of marketing consultant. I hope that sounds good. I needed to put a name on you.
Love it. Love it.
Right. And we still have an intern, Amanda, who helps out here and there with random tasks. But we're leaner. We're leaner this year than we were last year, which is exactly kind of where I wanted to be, with having more opportunities for us to get things done and to learn and grow. Themes. So for this year, this is what we have so far, and I am not tied to any of these themes, but what we're trying to do is at least give ourselves a roadmap of what we can be planning for content, for newsletters, for social media, for our ambassadors. And the more that we can define this and spell out what exactly we need, hopefully it makes it easier overall for everybody. So those are the themes that we're kind of rolling over from last year. If you have more ideas, bring them on. I would love to hear more ideas of how do we make it more engaging. So feel free to, if you have some during the meeting, throw them in the chat. But I'm going to be sending around after this meeting like a Google form where it's going to ask you some questions about what you'd like to be involved with, and then themes, any ideas that you might have too. But yeah, starting to get ahead of it, and also looking for more promotion ideas of how do we make it exciting without diluting the brand. I don't want to like do a sale all the time, but looking for more ideas. Tracy, Pay It Forward Day. Explain. That sounds fun. What's that all about?
So I don't know the exact date in April, but every year there's a national movement where you just do something to pay it forward. In past years, what I did was I hooked up with some of my allergy-friendly products, went to Lowe's Foods. Lowe's Foods would donate food for, say, 10 or 15 families. And then I would also get samples from Sun Butter and Joy Life Foods, X, Y, and Z. And I would go to our local elementary school and talk to the guidance counselor and say, I need you to pick 10 or 15 families. I don't want to know who they are. We're just going to send in bags of food and you can send them. And I would just list all the products and why we were sending it home. And it was just a surprise to those families.
That is awesome. How could we pay it forward?
Well, I mean, I can brainstorm, but it could be something simple like, I mentioned the little libraries. Maybe we can put some samples libraries here and there, or contact them and see if there's something that we can send out to them. There's some food allergy friendly pantries that we can maybe hook up with. I'll have to think about it.
I love it.
We could do this either, but I wonder if there was a way that if anyone felt the pool that they could maybe donate a card. Like if we had a list of people in need who maybe couldn't afford our card, if someone, like you said, pay it forward, if they buy a card, if they donate a card, like they pay for an extra card to be sent to someone in need. I'm not sure how that would work logistically, but kind of goes along with what Tracy was saying.
It'd be so cool.
Do we have that option in our, we don't have that option. Send as a gift, where you could send it to a separate address?
No, not right now, but I'm sure it's available. Yeah, let's keep talking about this and possibly have just a meeting based on promotions and sales. So I would love to have some more exciting ones. I think this Get One, Give One will be very interesting if we can get that technically working. And I'm thinking more from a digital side, where if anybody who purchases a card can just email on a free card to someone. Maybe it's just a code or a card, but I'd like to see just the viral effect of that, will that really grow our user base? So I'd like to start looking at that. How do we use 15,000 people to our advantage and help more people based on that? So that's yeah, food for thought. Starting to get to the end of my road here. All right, a few more here. 2024. So here's what I predicted last year on my crystal ball. I gave an estimate this time last year that conservative, we're going to do 250,000 in revenue, and optimistic was 300,000. In reality, 295,000. So it was great that we're trending on the optimistic last year. So I'm a little bit, I'm still optimistic. I'm always optimistic, but I'm tempering it a little bit because I think there's different variables at play moving forward, and one being our average order value. The fact that it is so low compared to an average company. This is really becoming more of a priority, and the more that goes up, we're less reliant on having 15,000 customers every year. That's just such huge traffic. So really, it's going to be a huge priority that I'll be preaching this year. We'll need a lot of mind power, a lot of brainstorming on it. Our numbers from last year for across the world, I believe the teal, I think it's this year. Where Australia's gone up, US has gone down slightly. This is just in percentage wise though. Overall, everything's up. UK, I think just the rest of the world grew in terms of a lot of our digital sales took off this year to other countries. I haven't counted the countries, but I think it's over 100 now that we've sold to, which is pretty incredible. What I'm predicting this year, this would be my status quo. If our AOV stays the same, we'll have a 40% growth rate. Our revenue will jump quite a bit. So this is kind of our baseline, and I don't think I projected more than that, and I probably won't make any other projections until we have a clear path to raising average order value. So I really think that's everything's dependent on that. Yeah, when we look at that in graph form over the course of the year, here's what we live with, Cataline. It is a really slow off season, and then as you can see, February, enjoy Valentine's Day, and then it's busy. Then it's busy until about September, and that's when we can rest and get antsy. Like, what's going on? Why aren't the orders coming in? But this is the nature of this business. So you'll see the US and the UK lines pretty close together there, but I coupled the UK with the world. So there's a lot that's packed into that blue line, but the US is still our dominant market, that's for sure. As we go forward, I'm not thinking about putting a printer anywhere else. I'm not thinking about Canada. I'm not thinking about Australia, and I'm not thinking about Europe. It's just so complicated. I would love to wait out a little bit more in terms of what Shopify is planning for international integration. They're working on allowing merchants to sell to a country like Slovenia, and all of the customs and duty information would be handled by them. And this would open up the world for us. And I think it's worth waiting a little bit more to see what's going on there before putting a printer anywhere else. All right, time. What does an average day look like for Aaron, for Tracy, for Lisa? Well, looking at it like a month like March, that's already at 8 hours a day for the US. Lisa, that's probably around 4 hours a day for you. And this could all be wrong. These are just going with past stats. But a month like May, it's getting into 12, 13 hour days, which is where you and Tracy need to work together of what you want your days to look like, and try to figure that out as a team of how do we manage so much volume, and you have a life. So this is going to be the ongoing discussion of just making sure that we are on the same page of how we're dividing. Lisa, from what I was calculating, it doesn't look like you're going to get to a point of capacity in this year unless capacity is 5 hours a day, because it might get to that point 5-6 hours in our busy season. So that's something that, you know, we need to talk about, whether we start looking at backup in UK yet, because it's going to be one of our next decisions of when things get too much for you, which is a great problem to have. So I hope we get there, but I don't know if it's going to get there this year. Any questions about any of this? Cool. All right, I'm wrapping up with 2024 opportunities. You probably hear some background noise. We're getting our kitchen installed tonight. I'm so excited. It's been, I don't know, 2.5 years since I've had a kitchen, and I just can't wait to bake. 2024 opportunities. So these are 6 of the biggest buckets, but there's more within here. I think even there's some things that will be just more team discussions, like promotions, but these 6 are ones that I want someone to own, to really take ownership of it. I'm finding that I'm owning all of this, and if I've learned anything this last year, I am not a great owner of multiple things. I would love for other people to jump in and really have a passion and run with it, with any of these areas, and grow. So I'll talk more about each individual element. And then I'm gonna, as I said, I'll send out a little sign up sheet afterwards where you can express your interest confidentially. I don't want to just talk it through tonight. And then we'll go from there. But I welcome working in teams on some of these areas. If you want to work with somebody else, I think that's fantastic. We'll have regular update meetings, so it's not just here's the ambassador program, good luck, but really working together to make sure it's aligned with what we're trying to achieve. So the very first one, as I've been mentioning a lot, increasing AOV. This is becoming more and more important, and I would love to have someone that just wants to own that whole conversation, someone that can keep pushing me on it, because it's just one thing that, as I've said for the last year, I know it's a thing I should do, but I really need someone to push, looking at our new products, finding the lanyard that needs to be on our website to pair with this product, finding maybe it's new card materials, premium cards that are made out of pure gold, I don't know, titanium, but looking at all the options of how do we increase. Some people want to spend more money and have a more premium experience. How do we provide that to them? How do we have add-on products? How do we have merchandise? All of these things need to really be thought through. So it's a lot of sourcing new products, doing that type of research, doing some testing, working with Cataline, saying, hey, can you throw these options out on Instagram stories and see if we can get a vote on what people like? So to have that, you know, real raw community feedback. Time commitment, I would say it's medium to heavy in the winter, where this is a priority right now. When we're busy, it's going to be harder. So I would say in the next month or 2, I would love for this to get moving. So that's one area. And you would be obviously working with me with implementing it, getting it on the website and trying it out, doing the tests. Second one, ambassador program, where this would be managing a team of people, amazing people, motivating involvement, keeping up with deadlines, making sure that people are submitting what they say they will. Overall, managing people and being organized is the name of the game. And we will have all the set buckets available, where we have round tables throughout the year, getting people to sign up, getting the links to people, making sure they have what they need in terms of our Canva templates that we're going to give out to them. So working with ambassadors to make sure that we're getting the goals of getting amazing things from them, and we're giving amazing things to them as well. with our cards and whatnot. So skills, people, organization, scheduling, motivation, people person. Absolutely. Time commitment, heavy, medium. I'm not really sure. I butchered it last year, so I'm not the best guy to ask. But I do know it takes more time than what I gave it last year to do it well. Advertising. This is much different than the other opportunities, but getting the creative side out of writing ad copy, images, getting these together, analyzing the analytics of them, but looking at growing our Google ads, which are doing great, Instagram, potentially Amazon and Etsy ads. So different skill set there, but really neat one. So this is light, I would say, in terms of time. It's setting it up and then monitoring and tweaking and changing and growing it that way. Content writing. So I need help just creating content, especially for a newsletter that's going out now twice a month is the goal. And really it's having an article that aligns with the theme that we're having for the month. So it's just help with writing to make sure that we have places, enriching content that we can lead people to, and helping with some social content there. And perhaps it's guest blog posts, which are amazing for getting the word out about us, reaching out to other blogs or people that we know in our community and saying, we'd love to write for you. And 9 times out of 10, they'll say, absolutely, we don't have time to write these days. We'll take your content. So yeah, medium time commitment, maybe 2 articles a month, something like that, is very helpful, very helpful. Another opportunity is Amazon and Etsy growth. I've been lucky to have Aaron help me out with this so far in the last couple of months with adding some new listings. But I'd love to just keep it growing. It's a bit of a ball of wax where we could add a lot of products. We have a ton of products, and it's figuring out, is that a good idea or is that a bad idea? Is it Pandora's box? I would love to have a branded Amazon page where we can make it beautiful top to bottom, but we need to apply for a trademark of our brand in the US to do that, which I'm absolutely willing to do. I just need some assistance with it and pushing that forward. So yeah, writing skills, images, keyword research would be part of it. Light to medium time commitment of helping optimize our listings. And lastly, loyalty program, where I really don't pretend to know much about this at all. Literally the loyalty programs I'm a part of are like coffee punch cards. So I don't know much, but I do think it's important for utilizing the growth that we have right now to get people to either, they're collecting points, they're getting deals or VIP status, or they're referring right at checkout to more people. But I do think that this is a huge opportunity for us to look at. So someone to really own that, to dig in, find what's available, what they recommend, and help us implement it and promote it. So those are the 6. The next steps, again, I'll send you an email just like highlighting these again, and just give me your thoughts. If it's not a fit, great, let me know. If there is something that you're think's perfect, awesome, let me know. If there's something that you think is maybe, but you don't know much about it, but you would love to give it a go, maybe with somebody else, let me know, and we'll pick up the pieces and try to find a fit. But this is all in hopes that we'll be more efficient this year. I will stop being such a bottleneck for the company with everything kind of going through me. I would love to have you owning more. And it's a great way to obviously earn more hours, but also I think it's just very empowering to gain new skills and grow. And I'm really honestly just proud of this business at this point, that it's not just like scramble mode like it was for the first year of just like, I hope we can make this work. It's working, and now we can actually kind of choose our own adventure with it, which is really exciting to me. Like personally, I want to dig into so many other things with this business, with our app, with the growth, with PR, with interviews, with media. So this frees up my time to do a lot more business development and growth. So important for the whole company. So those were the six. I'll send an email to you tonight and give it some thought, and I'll circle back with you about the next steps about it all. Oh my goodness, I'm a minute before the hour mark. That's never happened. That is my ultimate pride. That's when you know I have a sore throat. So that's it. Happy to just chat now. Any questions about any of this discussion? Catalina, I know I just literally threw you through the fire of what this business is in 60 minutes. Hopefully it wasn't overwhelming, but this is what you've signed up for. It is a great group of people with a lot of growth opportunities, and it's an adventure. So we're trying to make the most of it. So super glad that you're on board, but happy to answer any questions if anything was not clear. I guess my question to you, do you agree? Do you like this direction for 2024 of more ownership of different areas?
Yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense.
I think so too. It'd be nice to be involved in more of the business than, just printing cards and sending them along.
Yeah. Tracy, Lisa, do you like this proposal?
Yeah, I'm sitting here contemplating on what I would be interested in doing, but definitely I'm willing to learn, and I would love to be more part of it.
Awesome.
Yes, same for me. I'd like to learn all aspects really eventually, but I guess we're better at fits at some things than others. And you obviously think you must have an opinion on what we would be good at too. So it'd be good to have a chat about it all.
I think you're all talented and amazing at everything. that is what I need to say. But I honestly, I do see not just skills with you all as I've got to work with you more. I see passions, and I'm always driven by passion with this business. That's where I love to spend my time, and that's why how happy I was when I didn't have to do accounting anymore. That was just amazing day for me. That was Christmas times 100. So my goal is that you find something that really sparks your creativity, your work, your everything. And if we can find that fit for you, I'm super, super happy. Because I think everybody with a job should be as fulfilled as possible. And I just want that to be more and more for all of you. Cool. Well, unless there's anything else, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Thank you all for an amazing 2023. I'm just so amazed of what we accomplished in a year, and I don't think we sit back enough to just take it all in and realize that it's pretty incredible. And to put it on a really personal level, when we get these testimonials from customers every single week about what our product means to them, about how it opened up a world that they thought was closed, that this is the reason they booked the ticket to go. They feel confident enough to try. This to me is just fantastic of what we're achieving together in helping people. And when, I don't know if you saw in our Instagram chat today, there was a horrible article that was released in the UK this week that essentially just threw the whole free from community under the bus, saying that we are just an inconvenience to the rest of the world and just stay home and shut up. And I read things like this, and it just makes the fire burn so much brighter in me, that we need to not only normalize what we live with for the greater community, but we need to make this so much more easier for our community just to not deal with crap like that, to travel, to dine, to just be. And I think with Equal Eats, we're going to be a part of that, with our vision of just making sure this is absolutely everybody has an equal seat at the table, and that these type of discussions, these articles are a thing of the past, that traveling, these fears that we have are a thing of the past. So this is, this time of year, I think about it more and more about, it's not just projections of money and all of this, it is really who we're helping in the community that we're moving forward. So I want to just thank you all, and on behalf of all the customers I talk to and Tracy is in touch with like hourly, thank you. It is so appreciated, all of the work that you do. So I do hope that you put your feet up over the holidays, do something relaxing, whether it's snowboarding, puzzles, or whatever you do to relax with the fam. But I hope you enjoy it. And I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I look forward to huge things with you all in 2024.
Thanks, Kyle.
Of course. Thank you.
Just,
I'm gonna
shipping times for the holidays.
What's that?
Are you going to adjust shipping times for the holidays or fulfillment times, or just so we have a heads up?
I think, yeah, I'm trying to think of what I last put it at. The question is really for you. How much would you like in terms of, I'm fine with putting it right back up to 9-12 days.
Well, I was just thinking, I guess, because Christmas is a Monday, so that would obviously be a day where we're not going to be logged in, and it comes right on the heels of a weekend. So somebody that places an order Friday, if they're expecting it in 24 to 48 hour business hours, and is, Christmas wouldn't technically count on that if we weren't working. So I didn't know what your expectations, I mean, I know your expectations or whatever we want to do. But
Digital card orders, like the customized ones.
Mhm. And getting out the plastic cards. I just wanted to know what you were thinking time frame wise.
Honestly, I wasn't even thinking about it, especially the digital ones, but let's push it for a few days at least. We're on holiday.
I would just think maybe from like Thursday or Friday, just push it out to give us 4 days to fulfill rather than 2.
Yeah.
Unless it's an express, then I guess if we had to do it quick, if you want to leave that option open. What do you guys think?
I'm going to be home, so if there's something that pops up that needs to be done, I don't mind doing it. It'll take just a few minutes.
I'm okay. I'm okay with the plastic ones. I kind of agree with the digitals that if 48 hours, I don't even know whether we should offer express digitals, to be perfectly honest, right over Christmas. And then maybe extend for the Christmas Boxing Day, just from, like Erin said, maybe from the Friday, just for those couple of days. I mean, on the 27th, I can get back on it. I don't have a problem with making a couple of orders here and there, but I'd probably rather not go. I feel like I had to go on the 25th and the 26th. But then the post won't be going here anyway, so they wouldn't be able to get it because there will be no post until the 27th in the UK.
Okay. I will adjust on the website, on the product pages. So, yeah, I want to break you all. I want everyone to break during the holidays. I have right now a sale for the digital cards, and as I just found it doesn't matter if we have a sale on digital cards. People will still buy plastic cards. There's not much we can do with that. I was amazed last Christmas. I remember Christmas morning seeing the notifications come in. Like, it just never stops, which is mind-blowing. But yeah, I will at least adjust expectations with shipping times. I'll change those. Thanks for the reminder. I'll let you know what I land on.
To just hop in here at the end, more so a request than a question. And I know we're going to jump in headfirst in January. I'm looking forward to meeting face to face with all of you guys. But between now and then, while you're kind of insta doom scrolling, if you guys come across things, a reel that you think we could replicate, or something that you think is applicable to our voice as I start to learn the company more, if you could DM me those things, that would be super awesome. So I can start collecting them and kind of get an idea of what we're doing.
Awesome.
Do you want that Want that in Slack, or do you want that in our Instagram group?
You can send them in Slack. I'll also put my actual Instagram handle here in the chat. And if you want to just DM them directly to me, that's totally fine as well.
Yeah, and then it would be great. Like we should build out a content calendar. This is something that we'll get into, but yeah, build out a content calendar, have like an inspiration board, kind of a repository where we have like, here's things we want to replicate. Make sure we keep all that for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, Justin, Catalina, I'll be in touch about scheduling a meeting with for marketing strat, and we go from
Awesome.
there. Excited for it.
And I know you had back to school for August, but a lot of schools in the US start back August 20th. So I know you don't necessarily want to use that in July, but you may want to start dropping those hints at the end of July, because if you wait till the first or second week of August, it's going to be late
Yeah, that's
for
true.
some of these schools.
Yeah, I'll put that in this Google form. I would love to just take a second and think what more. I know one of the ambassadors had the theme idea of like first international trip theme, with which is cool, where it just the first trip and all the things that you might be worried about. But any other ideas, would love to hear.
Are we also going to focus like more marketing on Australia and places like that next year? Because I'm just thinking we're getting more coming through, but this is their holiday season now. They're off for 6 weeks now, because compared to we have ours in the summer. And I think we need to kind of gear up hitting that a bit more to get more sales in from there.
Great point. Really great point. I think our the power of ads will be very helpful as we start to look at different more targeting different markets, where we can actually schedule different messages for different continents at different times. For sure. Yeah, Australia's becoming interesting for us.
Yeah, we're definitely getting a lot more traction from them, and I think it's a big market that they just it's completely opposite to what we're doing for all of us. So
yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Well, we'll just have to do a group trip down to Australia and just learn about it. Cool. All right. Well, hey, I'll let you go. It's Monday night. It's late, but or Monday afternoon. I see the daylight in some of your windows. It is late for me, but thank you all for spending the time, and looking forward to doing this more often, for every 2 months, so we can catch up and again, making it less talk but more just collaboration, and doing our updates on the areas that we own and getting other ideas on them. That's where I'd love to go with these team meetings moving forward. So yeah, I'll be in touch, and again, happy holidays. Thanks for joining, everybody.
See you, everyone. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Merry Christmas,
Guys, nice to
everyone.
meet you.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Kyle, hope you feel better.
Thank you.